everyone says you're pagan if you're looking at your ancestral knowledge and understandings, or folklore or mythology, and on it goes.
Yeah, they don't want you
Um,
to look at what we used to believe in before they arrived.
exactly. Yeah. Now, how closely are they connected to the religious teachings? Would you say, example, the naming of saints, which you've just spoken about, um,
No
but
different. No
the
difference.
hijacking of, sorry,
Yeah, they're
go on.
no different. They're all just using different names. All they've done is called them saints and carried on with the story. They've turned
Yeah.
them into personified them into saints, and now people think that's all about people when it never was.
No.
I can't see
And
any reference to people when I decode it using looking for technology. All I'm seeing is technology and different names it's been given to, explain its process or what it's doing, or it's a male energy or a female energy. Depends what you're looking at. But it's all to do with
yeah.
that. All the sacred geometry, glyphs, legends, myths, it all decodes the same. It's all the same thing. And what you'll find in the Bible, especially if you listen to Mauro Bellino's work, the Vatican translator, he used to translate, in 2017, he was telling the world then, the angels are technology. He called them robots. You could
Mm.
see, you could see he was decoding, translating technology from Old Testament. So Old Testament is not a religion. It's the human's handbook to this technology. And it's being converted from that into holy books, and Mauro Bellino is telling the world what he's telling them and decoding for them is not being put in these holy books. So they're completely removing the technological process away from the books. Which is, I've said that in the past, they have to be doing that. They're hiding it. And this is how they do it.
Creating the worship. Yeah.
Yeah, they've turned it into worship, which, makes us look a bit primitive and that. The Creator would not want you on your knees praying over them. That is very primitive. That would probably be insulting to them. They didn't create this to force you on your knees to worship them. What kind of a creator would that be? No, this is a creator that shows love. They clearly recognise the our intelligence.
An
They've been
individuality.
Yeah, they've created us as beings with this construct, and the creator's handiwork created all of this. And yeah, how can you dispute that? Knowing what you know now and how the process actually works with this technology. So it plays
Yes.
a very big part in us being created. Everything is reliant on this technology.
Yeah. Expand the mind, open the eyes.
Yep,
Yes.
everything in this world relies on this technology to function and work. Every living being.
Do you think there's a simple technique to decoding that everyone can apply when looking at religious texts or creation stories, for instance? That simple technique. Like, what would you answer then?
There probably is, because when I haven't gone through all the complete pile of books that you would have to go through to. Once I found it, I knew what I was looking for, and I didn't really pursue going down them routes any further in holy books. I didn't need to because I'd already decoded
Male,
it before.
female,
Sorry.
male and female electrical.
Yeah, it's going to be. I knew there's just going to be more of that, isn't it? So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's my
yeah.
go-to.
So I would say look at our work, and then read your book again.
Yeah.
Read the book again, it'll make a lot more sense. And you realise, Mauro Bellino told the world this. He said, there's more than one God in the Bible. He can see many gods in the Bible, so is that not pagan? It is, isn't it?
Hmm.
There's no such thing as pagan. They're talking
No,
about,
it's
the Creator's glory is multiple gods of the underworld. That's what it's really meaning. There's multiple, there's
yes,
many.
creators,
But they're the
tools
creator
of
gods.
creation.
Yeah, the ancients called them creator gods of the underworld and names like that. And so they're
Yes.
100% correct. That's what they're doing. Obviously it's technology and it doesn't deserve the name God in maybe a little g. But that's whatever the creator originally called them. Them names are probably long lost and gone. We don't, because the angels probably weren't the original name. These are more
No.
modern terminologies that we're looking at, because over time, I suppose they've had to develop um, the vocabulary to explain these themselves. Like you find in the Old Testament, you find broken bits, like in the Book of Enoch. You find bits and pieces, and then it'll go on to something else, and you think, well, no, I wanted to read more of that, but there's no more information on it. Where did it go?
Yes.
It probably did exist, and it's been chopped out of that, hasn't it?
Well, it's being stored somewhere, probably.
Or it was being taken wrong and removed. You know, if you don't realise
Yes.
what you're looking at and it doesn't make sense, people might start removing it of the book because they're going to say, well, that doesn't make any sense, but only because you don't know what you're
That's right.
looking at.
Yeah.
So be cautious. You know, what's been put in there has been manipulated and modified to hide this. Clearly, there's no other conclusion.
Translation. Yeah.
You can't come to any other conclusion, can you, with religion other than it's been designed to hide this by
It's a Jack and
personifying the
Horry
glory.
story. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there's truth in there, but it's not about people. It's about the Creator's
No.
glory. It's about this world and how it works. That Bible is the user's manual on how this world works and the technologies in the underworld and what they do. But it's been personified and lost into stories. So, you know, how far into that can you read and get more out of it? I didn't want to waste any time on that because I don't think I needed to. We've already found what we're looking for.
Yeah. We've been done dirty.
And, you know,
Um,
there's plenty of other avenues we can go down to prove that, like all the sciences exist in this. All the sciences of our world exist in this, and the sciences in there people don't know about yet.
yeah. More revelations.
Hmm.
Is there any references to creation stories within the APM model from England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales that you'd like to decode? Or is there anything that stood out to you at all? Maybe in
Well,
your heritage that you know of or anything?
what I would like to do is get a person from each of those nations and have them do it. You know, I'll help them decode it and show them what it is, but I would like a person from each to do it. You know, we have four team members. One covers each country.
Yeah, you know I'm on Ireland,
I was just going to say, there's another divide, isn't there? Bloody hell, islands.
You knew that, didn't you?
Yeah, you know, we need one for North Island and one. Well, no, Ireland's one
Oh,
country.
oh,
You know, forget this divide that they've put there. Chuck that
I
religion
know.
and all that divide away a minute, right? All you Irish people, your land's been created by the Creator's glory. That's it. It shaped it into what it is today. That's what's sacred to you. That land is sacred to you. That's what you're defending and protecting. It's not what's on the surface, people. It's what's below. That's important.
Yeah,
So that's what you're defending, ultimately. Now you know it exists.
absolutely. And so you're going to put that call out there if anybody wants to look at their creation stories or
Yes, someone
their
from,
yeah.
England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and any other country can join if they want. Oh, they've all got creation
Mm,
stories and they all decode the same. So one from each nation, step forward, come and learn what you can, and we'll show you how to decode what you're looking at. And you can tell the story. You could probably do local tours on where they are, couldn't you? They're everywhere.
you could, you could add quite a lot to your own video. Yeah,
You
yeah,
could,
go as
yeah.
far as you want with it.
So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone that looks into this, and there's another thing, there's a lot of Irish people in our Discord. There is. There's a lot of Irish. Who says the
I
Irish are
know.
slow? They're the quickest off the mark. They
Yes, we
really
are.
are.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You switched on. That's a good thing. You're all switched on. It's hard to find
yeah.
people that switched on. In this world today. Most people are walking around switched off.
I think it's got a lot to do with the fact that we had nothing to do with
Well,
the empire as well.
yeah.
So,
The good thing is you despise the empire the same as everyone else probably does,
absolutely.
and yeah, and you hang on to what's dearest to your ancestors' knowledge and information and glyphs and tales and
Yes,
stories because they're true. They're just about this
that's right.
technology. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
very exciting.
that's anyone from any of them nations. Step forward, please, and come and join in. Let's decode this and show the world what it's all about. You want to change the world? This is your moment.
Perfect. Now we're going on to space, and we've been led to believe that space is just out there beyond our reach, meaningless to us on Earth, but also a fantastical aspiration for us to explore. Successfully brought to the world by NASA and other space programs and financed by us, the people, as per normal. Question here would be the first one would what does NASA really investigate, FPV?
Yeah, good question. I think I've mentioned this before. I think NASA's real role is care and maintenance of this technology and helping, locate it, reverse engineer it and such. That's what I think their real role is, because it's not been spent in cartoon space, which we know is just cartoons and nonsense and flashy graphics and things. That's all space is. That, I was going to say this topic isn't going to last long, but why? This is what people need to realise. It is the common denominators. If these people are connected, if your country is connected to a space agency or attachments to one, if it's got nuclear energy, and if it's got particle accelerator ambitions or technology, they're working together with these other people, because these all relate to the Creator's glory. All those three topics are there to hide the Creator's glory and steal it and reverse engineering it. This is what's really going on, and the science world's starting to notice this now as well.
Yes.
This is not new technology they're playing with. It's been here forever. It's been here since nature's inception, is how I word it now.
Another gatekeeping, another research branch, another let's cast the net.
Well, the space part of it, see, they have to try and take the credit for things that's happening in the heavens. They have to say, oh no, that's us, that's one of ours, when it isn't. They can't do that. So they're lying to the public. They're taking the public's money, making cartoons, or like the ISS, the people floating around on harnesses and using green screens and augmented reality contact lenses and 3D models and you name it. It's just theatre.
How's it really being manipulated? The whole ISS, spoof. I mean, how are they specifically?
There's different ways they can do it. Like if you see a scene where they're floating in space, well, that's just an aircraft in a parabolic dive. They dive and climb, and you get positive and minus G's, and that lets the passengers in the rear, they'll float around, which is what you see them doing. They're floating around in between scenes when they're playing climbing and diving, so that's easy to fake. Then you've got all the technology fakes going on, like like holding something in the hand that's floating, like a ball of water or something. But it's graphics. It's not real. It's not in front of the hand. There's loads and loads of channels out there always highlighting the mistakes they make and how easy it is to debunk them.
It's being exposed left, right, and centre. Yes.
Yes, it has. So this is these people just pretending to be up there, pretending to be doing things and looking busy, but they're just faking what the light in the sky has been them when it's not. It's part of this technology doing what it's always done.
Robin Hoods.
Worse.
They don't give to the poor.
I mean, the charge sheet is going to. We haven't got a printer. We haven't got enough paper to do the charge sheet, officer.
No, it's the sheriff of Sherwood that I should have said. That's the sort of entity we're dealing with. Yeah.
Yeah. Being so far, how deep the lie goes, where the money's being, that people should think that now. Where's the money really getting spent then? Well, it's all getting spent below, because remember, they're now saying they've got 30,000 particle accelerators, which we know to be 30,000 angels of the Creator's glory, that they're now saying they own and create and built, which they didn't.
Dolan.
Yeah, they're already here. That's why Operation Rainbow War is important. We can put rainbows on the map somewhere before they go down below and pretend they're building something there like a particle accelerator, because we're going to say, well, no, it's already there. We can see the rainbow. Sorry, you're lying. We've already mapped it, mate. Sorry. You see how important this program is, Operation Rainbow Warrior. We can put rainbows on the map and know where they are before they even think they're going there to steal them and pretend they're building one below there. Because that's what it's going to show. It's going to show us where they all are.